joined us. So it looks like our link is working. Just hitting record, so we can save this for anybody who wasn't able to make it tonight. But welcome to Cozy Up with a good book. Hopefully you're cozy and maybe your Christmas jammies on the couch in front of a fire. Hopefully you popped some popcorn or had some hot chocolate. But we're excited to read a couple books and be part of everybody's winter evening here tonight. So I'm going to share a book, and then Miss Bianchi is going to share a book, and then Mrs. Ellenbecker is, and Mrs. Richie is, and we'll wrap up our night with four good books, and I'm excited. So we'll get started, and I'm going to read the first book, and this book is called Three Cheers for Tacky, and it was written by Helen Lester, and it's illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. And it's not a Christmas book, but it's about penguins, which live where it is cold and it is snowy. So I thought it was a good book for tonight. But it's about, you can probably tell by the cover, one tacky penguin who just can't seem to get things right. All right. So let's get into it. Three cheers for Tacky. There once lived a group of penguins on a nice, icy island. One was goodly, one was lovely, one was angel, one was neatly, and one was perfect. And one was Tacky. Tacky was the odd bird. When they grew old enough, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and Tacky went to school. They read books, they wrote their names, and they learned their numbers. Look at Tacky, just a little different than everybody else. Huh? One day at school, the penguins noticed a sign with an exciting announcement. Their class had been invited to take part in a great penguin cheering contest. Penguin classes from all over the iceberg would be there, and the team with the finest cheer would win shiny blue bow ties. Imagine what they could do with shiny blue bow ties. See what Tacky's imagining? Right after school, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect hurried away to practice their cheer. Softly and properly they began. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. They did it beautifully, even the first time through. Then up waddled Tacky, a little late and a little loud. What's happening? He blared. We're practicing our cheer. That's what's happening, they replied. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. Tacky gave it a try. 1, 2, 3 left, A, B, C right. Flop down, roll over, say what's for supper? Tacky, they said patiently. We're a team, and if you are on the team, you must be exactly like the rest of us. He wanted very much to be on the team, so Tacky tried to cooperate and move with a stiff upper beak like the rest of them. But how could he see where he was going with a stiff upper beak in the way? And directions were not always easy. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 left. Where is everybody? He wondered. Tacky had trouble coming up with the proper costume. And his pom-poms were never quite right. Would this team ever have the chance to win the shiny blue bow ties? The penguins practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced until finally the day before the contest. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. Tacky got it right. And the next morning, teams from all over the iceberg gathered for the great penguin cheering contest. Each team waited nervously to perform, but no team was more nervous than Tacky's. Could he do it right? Just one more time. The first team marched on stage. Pip, 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 pip. Rah! And the judges looked bored. Another team marched forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sis, boom, ba. And backed off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the judges yawned. A third team chanted, "Wave the pom-pom, hold it high, bow politely, say goodbye." And the judges snored. Finally, there was only one team left, Tacky's. With quivering beaks, they faced the sleeping audience and the snoring judges. This was it. Goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and tacky began. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for crying out loud! The audience gasped, startled by Tacky's loud voice. The odd bird had tripped over the tails of his Hawaiian shirt and crashed, belly down. His horrified teammates carried on. 1, 2, 3, right. Poor Tacky, now a bit muddled, pulled his sweater over his head. The sight of a headless penguin got the whole crowd laughing. Stand up, sit down, say good night. By now, the crowd was on its feet begging for more. Bravo! That was great! Another cheer! Tacky poked his head out. Another cheer? Well, if they insisted. He gave them a second cheer. 1, 2, 3 left, A, B, C right, flop down, roll over, say, what's for supper? The crowd roared. The judges slapped each other on the back, and even the other penguin teams clapped wildly. So Tacky led everyone in a third cheer. 1, 2, 3, yay! Rudy toot toot, hooray! High flippers, we're okay. Penguins everywhere gave high flippers. There was no question who wore the shiny blue bow ties home. Tacky was an odd bird, but a nice bird to have around. So what a fun story about an odd bird who seemed like he couldn't get anything right, but he saved the day. And I know there's more to be read, and I'm going to switch over to Miss Bianchi in a second. But just a reminder, everybody, we would love to see what you look like snuggled up at home in your Christmas jammies with a cup of hot chocolate. So in the email that I sent today, there is a link that you can upload those pictures. We'd like to display them at school. So let's get to Miss Bianchi reading her next story. Hi, Miss Bianchi. Are you ready?
I am going to be reading Bedtime for Little Bears by David Bedford, illustrated by Caroline Pedler. Little Bear and his mother had spent a long, sunny day exploring in the snow. "It's getting late," said Mother Bear. "It will soon be bedtime. Let's go home, Little Bear." Little Bear flumped down in the snow and wiggled his tail. "I'm not sleepy," he said, "and I don't want to go to bed yet." Mother Bear smiled. "Shall we take one last walk," she said, "and see who else is going to bed?" Little Bear looked about. Who else is going to bed, he wondered. Mother Bear stretched up tall to find out. "Look there," she said. "It's Little Owl," said Little Bear. "Little Owl likes to stretch her wings before bedtime and feel the whisper of the soft night breeze in her feathers," said Mother Bear. Little Bear scrambled onto his mother's shoulders. "I like flying too," he said. As Mother Bear climbed to the top of a hill, Little Bear felt the wind whispering and tickling through his fur. Then he saw someone else. "Who's that?" said Little Bear, giggling. "And what's he doing?" "Baby Hare is having a bath in the snow," said Mother Bear. so that he's clean and drowsy and ready for sleep. I like snow baths too, said Little Bear. He dived into the snow and scattered it around, plopping a big soft snowball on Mother Bear's nose. Little Bear and his mother laughed as they flopped down together in a heap. Are you sleepy now, Little Bear? His mother asked as they lay together in the snow, watching the first bright stars twinkling in the sky. Little Bear blinked his tired eyes as he tried not to yawn. I want to see who else is going to bed, he said. We'll have to be quiet now, said Mother Bear. Some little ones will already be asleep. Look over there, whispered Mother Bear. Little Fox likes being cuddled and snuggled to sleep by his mother. Little Bear pressed close against Mother Bear's warm fur. I like cuddles too, he said. We'll be home soon, said his mother softly, but Little Bear had just seen somebody else. I can see whales, he said, turning to look out across the starlit sea. Little Whale likes his mother to sing him softly to sleep, said Mother Bear. Little Bear sat with his mother and watched the whales swimming by until they were gone, leaving only the soothing hum of their faraway song. Then he yawned. Are we nearly home yet? He said drowsily. Little Bear climbed onto his mother's back, and as he was carried home, he watched the lights that flickered and brushed across the sky while his mother sang him a lullaby. I like songs too, he told his mother. And now, said Mother Bear very softly, it's time for little bears to go to sleep. Little Bear nestled into his mother's soft fur, and when she gave him a gentle kiss good night, Little Bear was already fast asleep.
Thank you, Miss Bianchi. And now we're going to turn it over to Mrs. Ellenbecker. Remember to unmute yourself, Mrs. Ellenbecker.
Okay, there we go. Hello, everybody. The book I chose was Hibernation Station, and it is by Michelle Meadows, and it's illustrated by Keres. Fuzzy slippers, warm pajamas, forest babies, and their mama. Show up early at the station, time for winter hibernation. Bats and chipmunks in the middle, bears and mice from big to little. Groundhogs, turtles, snakes, and frogs slipping into holes and logs. Fluff the pillows, snuggle in, but then commotion in a den. I cannot sleep, a black bear roars. My roommate rolls around and snores. A groundhog cries, this hole's too tight. It's dark in here. I need more light. Then, uh-oh, trouble near the stream. The hedgehog babies start to scream. Just when the beds begin to sink, two chipmunks cry, we spilled a drink. And while you're up, we need more snacks and bring more pillows for our backs. Just then a frog begins to moan, I'm scared to be down here alone. The bears in charge in railroad cats review the hibernation maps. Come on, Black Bear, bring your shoes. Here's a quiet place to snooze. Come on, hedgehogs, warm and dry. Let's huddle for a lullaby. Come on, chipmunks, sip, sip, sip. Nibble, nibble, drip, drip, drip. Blankets, pillows, extra snug. Come on, frog, you need a hug. Climb on top and join the heat. Soon everyone is fast asleep. The end.
Thank you, Mrs. Ellenbecker. You make a great elf, and we love the cameo and special guest in the background. All right, now it is Miss Richie's turn. Miss Richie, what do you have to share with us? Miss Richie, unmute your microphone.
I was so close to getting it right. All right. All right. I am going to read probably the only book you'll ever see that is perfect. This book is perfect. So hello, Shady Laters, and hello, my friends in Nina, Charlotte, Ben, and Emily May. This book is perfect by Ron Keres, and the artwork is by Arthur Lynn. Oh, hello there. I'm Finn the Frog, and this, my friend, is the cleanest book you will ever see. Some even say that it's perfect, but I don't really like to brag. I know, most frogs are slimy and dirty, but not me. No way. You see, I am the tidiest frog you will ever meet. I think you're going to be quite impressed with what you are about to see. Now then, shall we begin? Go on, turn the page. Ah! What is on your fingers? Are you eating cheesy puffs while reading my book? What are you thinking? You can't eat cheesy puffs while reading this book. Wipe your hands and put that snack away right now. He's a little crabby. Ooh, that's better. A little elbow grease goes a long way when keeping things neat, you know. After all, it could have been worse. It could have been juice! Are you kidding me? Sticky, drippy grape juice all over my perfect pages? Listen, kid, if there's anything you've got to know in life, it's this. Grape juice always stains. These pages are supposed to be white, not purple. This is not good, kid. Not good. Drat. This mop is worthless against such a mess. First the fingerprints, now the grape juice. I swear this day couldn't get any. What have you done? This is a nightmare. It has to be. Any minute now I'm going to wake up and find out there is not gum stuck on my page. It will be fine, really. Any minute now. Wake up, Finn, now. It's not working. I don't think I'm dreaming. Breathe, Finn, breathe. There must be something I can use to get that sticky thing off my book. Better think of some ideas for Finn. He's pretty upset. Mayday! Mayday! This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. My page is ripping. This is a disaster. I was so excited to show you my book, but now it is ruined forever. I just want this all to be over. Maybe you should just close this book and end my misery. Wait, don't close the book. Do you see what I see? The mess is attracting flies. Don't you know those troublemakers throw up every time they land? Ew, that's gross. Yuck. Even the thought of fly barf on my book is making me queasy. Shoo, fly, shoo, go away. Ooh, he looks pretty serious there. Oh no! That useless fly just landed on my book. Think, Finn, think. How does one get rid of flies? I wonder if my vacuum has a turbo mode for sucking up flies. Can any of you think if he's a frog and there's a fly? Think about it. See if you can come up with the solution. No, don't smash it, kid. Do you have any idea the kind of mess that would leave behind? I mean, all the guts and other oozy stuff that comes out of a fly? Not on my book. There's got to be another way. Me? Why are you looking at me? What do you expect me to do? Oh, right. I think you sent your thoughts to him because he finally figured it out. Ah! Slurp! He looks a bit happier now. Delish! I almost forgot how good these things taste. You know, I still believe cleanliness is the best policy, but maybe this mess wasn't so terrible after all. Come to think of it, without your help, I never would have gotten these tasty snacks. And besides, if I can't live with the mess, I can always turn the pages. Slurp. Perfect. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that book. I know the fly enjoyed your suggestions about, I don't think the fly enjoyed them. I think the frog enjoyed them. The fly was not happy about your suggestions because he got slurped up. So thanks for listening. And now back to Mr. Hoffman.
Thank you, Miss Richie. What a great book. Well, Shady Lane, I hope you enjoyed these 4 books on this night. It's important to do our reading at night, and hopefully this was a new way and a little more fun way for you to enjoy some reading as a family. If you haven't already, snap a picture and share it with us. It'll be fun to see all of our Shady Lane friends enjoying the reading at home. And I am recording this, so we'll share it out in case you missed part of it and I want to catch it all. But thanks so much for coming and spending part of your evening with us. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening.